all of those videos and we'll never see him. Because I feel like that takes your whole entire lifetime to make one clip. And I don't understand how it happens.
It doesn't.
Like, could you possibly set up 4 different cameras and just, like, sing to this one, then sing?
I say no.
I'm tired thinking about it.
But I honestly think that they record, overlay, record, overlay, record, overlay.
I don't like it.
But it gets so many views once you're finished with it.
I mean, that's pure excellence. I feel like this podcast is a piece of poo compared to something like that. Like, we're just talking.
It's super duper.
Like, should we run this back and talk while we're talking?
Nope.
Okay.
It'd be really confusing.
So back to Lauryn Hill.
So we're going.
Clearly.
So what I hear you saying is that we're going to see Lauryn Hill for the 20th anniversary.
No. Okay. So the problem is she's late to all the shows.
I know.
And
that's an elephant.
I didn't even post it on Facebook because I feel like everyone else knew, and I don't want to disrespect Lauryn Hill. I love her so much. It's even sad for me to say this out loud on the podcast, but I want to buy the ticket, but I'm not guaranteed.
You're scared.
And every concert I've been to with her, I've lucked out and she's been on time. So I don't want to break that.
I can't go with you because it'll be the time. Everybody got to experience it at least once.
I don't want to be disappointed. And
but we do have a friend that is her friend.
That's why I posted. I kind of wanted some of those people in the industry to chime in and verify that she's would be there. Like, I know the Reed. Oh my gosh, the Reed talked about that she needs an app that says like leaving my house now.
Oh,
and so you can like get your stuff together and then head on to the concert arena and then get there when she gets there.
Right, so you aren't sitting in there. And I think what would happen unless I'm super and I don't drink heavily.
Not
everyone.
At all. Nope.
But I think that I think that I would start feeling some anxiety unless I had drank heavily as I was waiting, because I do that at the beauty salon. I don't like waiting. I get so tense. I get super uncomfortable.
She literally, it's like hours. It's like 2 hours late. It's not even like 30 minutes or, I got a wardrobe malfunction or remember she posted, it was like my chakras aren't aligned and my creativity has to be in place for me. So we don't know what's going to happen.
That's so
and
true.
If she's relying on that,
it could be next week.
So that is an elephant in the room because I really want to give my money to Lauryn Hill. I really want to re-experience, because I went to the Miss Education Lauryn Hill, the original. So I really want to do that again. And then I heard that she doesn't even get the rights to her songs anymore. So she does this mix-up thing with the songs, so she doesn't sing it exactly like that, which
Why does she not?
Something happened, girl. I don't know. Y'all can Google it. But I just feel like I want to go see her, but I want to see her the way I saw her back in the day at Shoreline Amphitheater in California.
Oh.
With Carlos Santana playing the guitar with her. Like, it was just an amazing.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Concert. Like, I'm super jealous right
Busta
now.
Rhymes opened for her.
Oh, that's really...
Girl, did I tell you how we saw him? He tried to make us sing the fast parts instead of him. Yeah, he was holding the mic to us. And I was like, no, you! We can't...
That's why we like you, only for that part.
We came for you to sing that. And huge. So...
Was it when he was big and out of shape? He might have been out of breath.
I mean, it was only like 2 years ago. So yeah.
Definitely.
I still love Busta Rhymes.
He just wasn't in shape to do it like he was in his skinty day.
Right. So Lauren, if you're listening, and I know you are, please let us
show up.
Let us sister know. I really want to go. I really want to be there. I really want to be, blessed by the Miss Education once again. So many of my life memories are connected to that album.
Seriously, me too.
And my coworker Eileen was like, people are actually doing this year, they're doing a listening party. So they'll just play the album in their house, and like everybody who loves Lauryn Hill that album would
come, do that.
Enjoy, have wine, and
let's
sing.
Do that.
Yeah, so maybe we can plan something that would be awesome. That might be another friend fix.
Jinx.
You finished my sentence. Remember that person that finishes
each other's
sandwiches?
That's what I was gonna say. I
can't stand.
Jinx again. You know I'm Disney.
Frozen. You're so Frozen.
Don't you dare delete this out.
So that was just a baby elephant in the room that we just went off on.
Yeah. The elephant was the multiple parts that we went off on, and Lauren. I like both of them.
But there's some serious, pressing elephants that, I know you don't like to get too serious and whatnot.
I don't. It kills
but
my vibe.
Starbucks is a thing for us. And I think that if we don't... Okay, so why does my Apple Watch... It's been recording my conversations and saying it.
You know why?
Why?
Because Big Brother is watching.
I literally did a lecture on sex link disorders, and it recorded the whole thing. And my kids, it started playing it, and I was like, "Oh, there goes the lecture," and they were laughing so hard. They were like, "You don't even know what you're doing, no one." They're like, "Send it to me," because I wasn't listening. They laid me out about that. I was like, "Okay, whatever." Be quiet. So, side note, that was definitely a side note, but I don't know why it's doing this. I'm gonna have to look at it. Okay. So Starbucks is a thing for us.
Yes.
We enjoy Starbucks.
Yes. So we all know what happened with the two brown men who were just trying to chill out like everybody does in Starbucks.
Right. That's a place to meet. That's not a question. It's not
right.
You can meet up at Starbucks and loiter.
Basically, I've seen it many times in Atlanta and all around.
I don't know if I've ever done it because I always just want to get coffee too.
Right, I always get something else, but that's just.
But me. I've never felt pressure to get anything. I just wanted it.
And I look around and I see a lot of folks in there without it. Yeah. They're just on their computers doing work, whatever.
A little office space. People have set up meetings at Starbucks.
I do. That's one of my favorite meeting
places. It's definitely a place. So the manager called the police and the boys were arrested, right?
Yes.
Then comes, the outrage because the timing is not great. Right. And Black people are definitely more woke than they used to be and more sensitive to this kind of treatment, which I am all for.
Yeah,
we're not here.
Black people speak up more.
Yeah, we're not here for mistreatment. We're not here. We're here to be recognized as people, equal people who deserve to be able to hang out at Starbucks or do whatever we want to do without being harassed by the police. And that's been an ongoing thing for many, 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 many years, and now it's taped on social. It is very big. So enter the protesters and enter damage control from Starbucks.
But it was not a 20-day, okay, they're really mad type of response. And this is where my part comes in, because I was very surprised at the quick turnaround of action. They put in a plan of action very quickly. It didn't take, they got some backlash, but it was basically within a 24-hour, 48-hour period that they already had a plan in place and had announced to the world that they were going to close all, 8,000 stores on May 29th?
Right. And
so I respected that.
Having been an employee of Starbucks, I know for a fact that they are a very liberal company, meaning they recognize same-sex marriage way back before anyone else did as far as benefits. They were very supportive of outliers. African Americans. They like to promote a lot of managers in their stores who aren't the normal, the white, whatever white man. So I know for a fact that they were very supportive of the left-wing agenda. So I know, and I felt like that was an act of the individual in charge of the store. I really didn't think the owner of Starbucks is like, yeah, I support this behavior because we don't care about Black people. Like, I don't think that's where it came from. And, you know, so I thought, okay, we did, you know, people protested and they responded, and that's kind of how you get things done. You agree?
I do.
Okay, so fast forward to today. And, you know, I was still feeling a little bit some kind of way about Starbucks. Meaning, I never thought twice about going to Starbucks, but this time I was kind of like, it was up in Alpharetta, which is North Atlanta, kind of this other vibe that I'm not normally used to going to.
Mm-hmm.
So, I go in, and the man in front of me was clearly a local. Is that what you call it? A local? Someone who comes in there all the time. So
a regular.
There was a regular. There was conversation, all this stuff. He gets his order. The girl was helping him, was like fixing his order, doing whatever. Then another girl, I'm next in line. Another girl comes in, walks around, all this, and I'm still there, waiting, chilling. Not one word was said to me when I came in to the Starbucks, which is unusual because it's normally like, hey, you know. So I'm sitting there
observing,
kind of just seeing how it goes on.
How it's gonna play out.
Coming from a positive Starbucks experience myself,
right?
So first of all, the man that was the regular turned to me and was like, "How you doing?" Greeted me. "You look nice today." A very old white man. And I was like, "Oh, thank you." Still no word from any server. No barista said anything to me. Another older white man walks in behind me. "Hey, welcome to Starbucks." So the girl at the counter who walked in just with, I don't know if she was coming from her break or whatever, is like, "I'm sorry, did you need something?" I said, "I haven't been greeted at all." Then, like, all the baristas were, like, looking all nervous, hands shaking and all this. And I'm like, I just came for some coffee, and, like, kind of laughed about it. But there was a lot of people in that Starbucks, like, people working and all that. And I said it loud enough to be like, I just came for some coffee, you know? And so I started feeling, I literally felt like throwing a cup of coffee on them.
Oh.
Like, I felt like enraged, and I never have felt like that there.
I know, because we had a conversation about this a couple of weeks ago, and we were just like, that's not every place. Whatever. Yeah, that's not every place. That's clearly an issue there. Mm-hmm.
So, you know, me being the person I know I frequent my Starbucks, I never experienced it there, but literally, you know, people are the ones that are working there. So, depending on what Starbucks, like, it's not about Starbucks policies at all. Mm-mm. It's about racism.
Right.
And I kind of just felt like, ooh, like, first of all, I hadn't been racistized. I hadn't experienced.
You haven't been a victim of racism.
I haven't been a victim of racism in a very, very long time. And the microaggression or the, you know, and the whatever to the girls, but to be totally, like, I'm the type, if I go into a store, shopping store, and no one says anything in the first couple of minutes, I'll walk out, because I'm like, clearly, you know, whatever. But I really wanted to stay there and see how all this is going to play out.
Yeah. I really do hate that, because what I fear, I know we work really hard not to let him be the topic of our discussions a lot of times, but I fear that it might be the Donald Trump syndrome where, one person or one group of people have done this thing or done this act, and I've been wanting to do that so many times. Mm-hmm. You know, there's been several times when they were in my store and I wanted to do that too. Right. And now it's sort of it turns into a negative type of movement. Mm-hmm. Do you see what I'm saying? Where people gain the confidence because they know that someone else has done it. So now the true colors start showing in others.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know.
And I can say the location